Hello students, hello everyone. This is senior college mathematics. Topic of discussion is simultaneous linear equations. If you are in SS1, SS2, SS3, you are preparing for WAEC, for NECO, for GC, for NAPTEP, for JAMB, or any other external exams into high school, this topic, this lesson is for you, and you are in the right place. Petakus Education Community. Lesson 3, still on elimination method of solving simultaneous equations. 3. So this lesson is the continuation of lesson 1 and lesson 2. So let's go into business straight away. But before that, for updates, follow Voice of Petakus via YouTube at PetakusEduCom. To do that, subscribe to this channel, like and share this video to your friends, to your classmates, to your colleagues. Facebook, fb.me/PetakusEduCom, Instagram at PetakusEC, Telegram, t.me/PetakusEduCom. In all of these platforms, you get updated from time to time about what is happening at Petakus Education Community, where you have access to quality, unlimited, and simplified mathematics teachings in series. Example 5, solve simultaneously 3 over s plus 2y plus 2 over y equal to 14, 5 over s minus 3 over y equal to minus 2. These are special cases involving simultaneous equations. Now, in algebraic process where I taught linear equations, one of the ways we use is to clear fractions, and that means you multiply through by the LCM. If you try that here, it will only lead to a more complex equation. In fact, it will turn from linear to nonlinear equation. So once you encounter this type of equation that will be solved simultaneously, you have to factor out the fractional variable. In other words, you write 3 over s as 3 times 1s. You write 2 over y as 2 times 1y. You do that across the equations, and you let another variable represent 1 over s, another variable represent 1 over y, since s and y cannot be obtained directly from the equation. So that is what you have here now. So let a equal to 1 over s and b equal to 1 over y. So if you replace 1 over s by a, 1 over y by b in equation 1 and 2, you have 3a plus 2b equal to 14. For equation 2, you have 5a minus 3b equal to minus 2. Alright, the next thing is to determine the variable to be eliminated. So the Voice of Petakus want to delete or eliminate variable b. So he will run a check. The first check is to find out if variable b have the same coefficients in both equations. Here, equation 1, the coefficient of b is 2, and equation 2, it is 3. That means he cannot eliminate variable b except he made them to be the same. In doing that, you find the LCM of the coefficients 2 and 3, and that is 6. So you turn 2 to 6 and you turn 3 to 6. To turn 2 to 6, it means you multiply equation 1 by 3. To turn 3 to 6, multiply equation 2 by 2. Multiply equation 1 by 3, it becomes 9a plus 6b equal to 42. You multiply equation 2 by 2, it becomes 10a minus 6b equal to minus 4. Next thing we determine is either to add or subtract. Then you check the signs of variable b in both equations. The signs are opposite. For that reason, you add both equations. If plus open the bracket in equation 2 now, it has no effect on it. So if you add, you have 9a plus 10a, that is 19a. 6b minus 6b, that is 0. 42 minus 4, that is 38. And if you add 98 to 0, you have 90a equal to 38. To get a, divide both sides by 19. So a is equal to 38 over 19, and that is 2. Now that you know a, you can find s, but let's get b first before we find s and y. To continue, you have to substitute the value of a equal to 2 into equation 2 or equation 1, any one you choose to use. But the voice of Petakus wants to use equation 2. Okay? Equation 2 is 5a minus 3b equal to minus 2. So where you are seeing a, you replace a with 2. So it becomes 5 times 2 minus 3b equal to minus 2. If you multiply, you have 10 minus 3b, 10 minus 3b equal to minus 2. Minus 2. Okay? So next thing is to transfer plus 10 to meet minus 2. Now if you do that, plus 10 changes to minus 10. So minus 3b is left. Then you have minus 2 minus 10. If you add, you have minus 3b equal to minus 12. To get b now, divide both sides by minus 3. So b is equal to minus 12 divided by minus 3, and that is 4. You should know that if you divide a negative number by a negative number, your answer is positive. So we have 4. Therefore, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 4. But remember, you were not asked to solve for a and b. You only introduced a and b to enable you to solve for s and y. So recall that a is equal to 1 over s. So for you to make s the subject, you write a as over 1. If you multiply, you have a times s, that is as equal to 1. Divide both sides by a, so s is equal to 1 over a. And what is a? A is 2. So therefore, s is equal to 1 over 2. Then b is equal to 1 over y. You make b as over 1 and cross multiply. So you have by equal to 1. Divide both sides by b. Y is equal to 1 over b. And what is b? B is 4. So therefore, y is equal to 1 over 4. 1 over 4. So if you run a check to confirm if the answer is correct, equation 1 originally is 3 over s plus 2 over y equal to 14. So this is s value, this is y value. If you divide 3 by 1 over 2, 2 will come up and multiply same as 4. So you have it in this form. So you have 6 plus 8 equal to 14. If you check for the second equation, you have minus 2. Minus 2. Okay? Example 6. Example 6. You have c plus 1 over 4 minus d plus 2 over 3 plus 1 equal to 0. 1 minus c over 5 plus 3 minus d over 4 plus 13 over 20 equal to 0. In this form, the denominator is a number, not a letter. So you have 4 and 3. To clear so here you can clear the fractions because denominators are numbers and not letters. To do that, multiply through by the LCM. That is 12. The LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. So you multiply the first term by 12, second term by 12, third term by 12, right hand side by 12. So if you divide 12 by 4, you have 3 multiply c plus 1. Divide 12 by 3, you have 4 multiply d plus 2. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 0 is 0. If you open the bracket, you have 3c plus 3 minus 4. Open that bracket, you have minus 4d minus 8 plus 12 equal to 0. So let's add like terms. So you have 3c minus 4d plus 3 minus 8 is minus 5 plus 12 is plus 7. Have equation 1, you transfer plus 7, it becomes minus 7. So 3c minus 4d equal to minus 7. That is equation 1 from the first equation. Then equation 2 is from the second equation. So you have this. The LCM of 5, 4 and 20 is 20. To clear the fractions, multiply through by 20. First term times 20, second term times 20, third term times 20, right hand side by 20. Okay, so let's proceed with clearing the fractions. Divide 20 by 5, you have 4 that will multiply 1 minus c. Divide 20 by 4, you have 5 that will multiply 3 minus d. Divide 20 by 20, you have 1 that will multiply 13, and you have 13. And you multiply 20 by 0, you have 0. Okay? If you open the bracket now, you have 4 minus 4c. If 5, open that bracket, you have 15 minus 5d plus 13 equal to 0. So you have minus 4 minus 5d. Because they are negative, we take the constant first. That is 4 plus 15 plus 13. That is 32 minus 4d minus 4c minus 5d equal to 0. Okay? Now to have positive c and d, you have to transfer minus 4c minus 5d to the right, leaving 32 on the left. If you do that, you have 32 equal to minus 4c become plus 4c when transferred. Minus 5d becomes 5d. Therefore, 4c plus 5d equal to 32. Equation 2. You can now solve the two equations simultaneously after clearing the fractions. Okay? So you have equation 1 and equation 2, right? Okay, from here, the voice of Peter because we want to eliminate letter D or variable D from both equations. If he runs a check, he finds out that the coefficient of d, they are not the same in both equations. So let's find the LCM of 4 and 5. And the LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. So you turn 4 to 20 and you turn 5 to 20. To turn 4 to 20, you multiply equation 1 by 2. To turn 5 to 20, multiply equation 2 by 4. If you multiply equation 1 by 5, you have 15c minus 20d equal to minus 35. If you multiply equation 2 by 4, you have 16c plus 20d equal to 128. You've done that, and the coefficient of d 2020 is now 2020. Then the signs are plus and minus, which are different, and that imply addition of both equations. Okay, we are good to go. So let's carry out the addition. 15c plus 16c, you have 31c, minus 20d plus 20d is 0, minus 35 plus 128 is 93. So you have 31c equal to 93. To get c, divide both sides by 31. So c is equal to 93 over 31, and that is 3. So to get d, you put the value of c into equation 2. Equation 2 is 4c plus 5d equal to 32. Where you see c, you put 3, that is 4 times 3 plus 5d equal to 32. If you multiply, you have 12d, you have 12 plus 5d equal to 32. So you transfer plus 12 to the right hand side, and it becomes 32 minus 12, leaving d on the left hand side. If you subtract, you have 5d equal to 20. To get d, divide both sides by 5. So d is equal to 20 divided by 5, and that is 4. Hence, c is equal to 3 and d is equal to 4. When you run a check now, you find out that you have minus 7 and 32 on the right hand side for both equations. All right. End of lesson 3. Thanks for watching and learning with PetakusEduCom community. Watch out for more from the voice of Petakus. Okay. For inquiry, for any question, you can contact the voice of Petakus via this WhatsApp number, or you send him a mail through the email address. For the complete package of this topic, simultaneous linear equations, lesson 1 to 9 for offline usage, you can also contact him at a very little token. You get the complete package delivered to you. Lastly, if you are not saved, you need to be saved, and the only way is to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, because he is the only one that has the power to save anyone. If you are saved already, I tell you, big congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared. On that day, some will be taken and some will be left. Stay out of trouble. Take very good care of yourself. Stay well. Study your books. Do the needful at all times. And goodbye for now.